My dear friends, it's Naik's Biology and I'm Hemant Naik, your biology teacher. Today we are going to start a new concept and it is the difference. When you are reading the difference between the concepts, then it become more clear and you can able to clear about the concept. When you are differentiate, when you are making the flow chart, when you are making the mind map, then the things become more clear. And when you are clearly understand the concept, and it is for very easy to make you understand right in the exam. Now starts today's lesson, that is the microspore and megaspores. It is in the 12th class botany, and before that also you have to 10th class, you know the terms, and that's why I make it very clear about the differentiate between the microspore and megaspore. Now before starting, what is the micro means? Micro means is very small. Micro means what? Very small. Just like the microscope. Microscope. What you are seeing, we are able to see the small objects. That's why that is called microscope. Like that, microspores means a very small sized particles. Then what is the megaspores? Megaspores means it is somewhat little more, but it is not so small as microspore, but it is somewhat more in size than the microspore. That is called megaspore. Now, basic difference we are starting, and I am clear that you have. We will after seeing the video, you having not at all doubt about the microspore and megaspore. Let's start. Microspores are produced from the microsporangium, or microspores produced inside the microsporangium. Microsporangium, sporangium means it is a ball-like structure from where the microspores are become developed. That's why called a microsporangium. When you are about the fungus, microsporophylls, microsporangium, like that structures will develop, and inside that microspores are become developed. You see, micro here. In simple, microspores developed from microsporangium. Like that, megaspores developed from the megasporangium. Here it is mega is there. Here it is mega. There is no confusion. Mega means it is similar. Micro these are similar. Now, the microspores are developed from the another structure that is called the microsporophyll. What is this? You see the pineapple. Pineapple, when you will see the structures will develop from the side areas. Like that, structures are become the microsporophyll. It is seen in the lower plants like the bryophyta, pteridophyta, sometimes in the gymnosperms. This, but mostly in the bryophyta and pteridophyta, that pineapple like the structure will develop. In that pineapple like structures, there is a structure called microsporophyll, which contain or which developed microsporangium inside it. Microsporangium, microsporophyll, both micro is there. Here, megasporangium, megasporophyll, both are mega is there. That's why they are having the similarity. But until now, what you understand, we understand that there is a structure called microsporophyll which contain the microsporangium. Microsporangium develops the or produce the microspore. All are micro only. Here, megasporophyll, one structure is there, which is contain the megasporangium. From the megasporangium, megaspores are developed. All are mega only. Mega means female, micro means male. Like that you recall. Next point, microspores are become male spores. Spores means what here? Until now I did not tell you, no. Spores means a unicellular structure, reproductive structure, a unicellular reproductive structure which develop into a new individual in the lower plants and animals. But here we are seeing about the plant. When you are reading the plant, now this microspores will come and megaspores will come. Microspores what? It is a male spores. And megaspores what? It is a female spores. Male means micro means male, mega means female. Spore means a small reproductive structure, unicellular reproductive structure. That means consists of the one cell. Now the microspores are become germination to produce the male gametophyte. Male gametophyte means male organ or male sex organ, because when you are reading about the plant of phyte will come male gametophyte. In our case, simply we are telling the gamete, but in case of the plant, it is called male gametophyte. That means microspores are become after germination. What is the meaning of germination? When the microspore will fall on the soil or somewhere and it will develop into a new individual or a new plant or a new organism. That is called germination. And this is because the microspores have become developed into a new organism, that is called male gametophyte. In the angiosperm, don't forget that, because in the 12th class we are reading about the angiosperms. In the angiosperm, male gametophyte is a pollen grain. Male gametophyte is a pollen grain which is present in the anther. Don't forget. In the angiosperm, microspores are become developed germination to form the male gametophyte, and male gametophyte become called as a pollen grain. Megaspores, like that only. Megaspores means female gametophyte. I told micro means male and mega means female. Megaspores means female gametophyte. That means in simple what you have to remember, micro means male and mega means female. Now the microspores are also called the pollen grains. We can call the microspores as a pollen grain, in especially in the gymnosperm and angiosperms. In the gymnosperm and angiosperms plants, which are seeded plants, but bryophytes and pteridophytes, they are different sperms, and gymnosperm and angiosperms, they are different. And in the gymnosperm and angiosperms, we called the microspores as pollen grains. We call microspores as a pollen grains. In the megaspores, we called as a embryo sac. Embryo sac means it is a megaspore, and pollen grain means it is a microspore. That means in simple term, what you understand, we understand that pollen grain contain the pollen grain is developed from the microspores, whereas the embryo sac is developed from the megaspore. Micro means what? Male. Mega means female. All of you clear? I recall these things. What I recall, what you read about this. Microspores developed from the or produced from the microsporangium. Microsporangium developed from the microsporophyll, especially in the lower plants. And microspores is nothing but a male. Spore is what? A unicellular reproductive unit. Microspores after germination we called as a male gametophyte, which you called as a pollen grain. After that, microspores become contain the and also called as a pollen grain in the angiosperm and gymnosperms. When you read about the megasporangium developed from the megasporophyll. Megaspore is a female, and megaspores also called the female gametophyte, which you called the embryo sac. And megaspores is also called the embryo sac, because in the embryo sac, why it is called? Can you know why it is called the? Because embryo sac contain the egg cell. Because the embryo sac contain the egg cell, that's why the embryo sac called as a megaspore. Because once again I am telling, micro means male and mega means female. All of you clear?